Welcome aboard Jolly Roger 2, a 2004 Meridian 459 motor yacht. I'm Brent Bowlin with Great Loop Yacht Sales, and today we're going to tour a yacht that has recently completed America's Great Loop adventure, plus a lot of side trips and additional cruising. The Meridian 459 is very spacious with a 2-stateroom, 2-head layout. Jolly Roger 2 has updated Garmin electronics, bow and stern thrusters, Starlink internet, great tender davit system, extensive other upgrades we'll get into, but this yacht is truly turnkey and ready for her next owners. Whether you're looking for a comfortable liveaboard or a capable cruiser, Jolly Roger 2 blends elegance, practicality, and adventure. So let's step aboard and take a look. So here we are. What a beautiful day we had. The boat is currently located in Crownsville, Maryland. And as I step on to the swim platform here, as we finish looking at the port side of the boat, we'll see this tender and davit setup. And tender and davit setup on this boat make launching and retrieving your tender super easy. And just one piece of advice I always share to people is that the lower your tender is to the water and the easier it is to launch, the more use you're going to get out of it, right? And so it's important. If let's see, a lot of people boat now with their pets, and so I think it's so important that you are able to easily launch your tender. And the tender really becomes your social piece, for if you're doing the Great Loop or you're cruising, it gives you the opportunity to go in to visit towns or go visit other boaters and anchorages, to go exploring. It becomes your little sports car. And with this one, with this powered winch and holding down here low, there's the remote control for it and our electric hookup as well. It's just a great setup. And I know the tender's not on the boat currently. It's up on near the boat, but it does have that electric davit, and it is a 2018 Highfield tender with a 20 horsepower Tohatsu outboard. And you'll see, you probably saw in the picture in the beginning, there's a nice cover over the tender that matches the canvas on the cockpit or flybridge area of the boat, which is really nice. So moving on the boat as we explore more, the thing that I love about the Meridian 459 is this cockpit area. And what it allows you to do is to move the generator out of the boat and back here into the cockpit. And then I love the doors that I know I didn't go fast enough there, but those two sliding glass doors that just give you such a great view out your owner's stateroom, right? I can just picture being in the Bahamas and looking out those windows at a beautiful anchorage, and just wherever it is, you've got those really picturesque windows. Obviously, ease of access to. Here we are up on the flybridge. Great entertainment area here. There's a refrigerator up here. Down in the aft cockpit, as we look here, there's an ice maker down there. Up on the back roof here, and I think I've got a picture of it that'll pop up here in a second. This boat has a folding radar arch. So where the radar is, it's a really nice, these two kind of wing nuts that you would loosen, or two knobs that you'll loosen, and then they have the ability to fold the radar edge down. That gets you a bridge height of 16.5 feet. Notice here we've got bow and stern thrusters on this boat. And this boat has Cummins engines, really smooth controls in and out of gear. We've got the updated Garmin electronics, Garmin autopilot, Garmin AIS, Garmin radar. Just a really great setup on this boat for a cruising couple. So the flybridge just gives you really amazing views with the wraparound seating, 360-degree visibility. So as we go forward, we've got new cushions here as well. I think they were updated maybe in 2023, and we've got bow cushions. Mantis anchor, Lamar windlass, and one thing that I didn't mention at the helm there is a chain counter. Here's the ice maker I mentioned earlier, and this little wet bar. Great storage space here, but a lot of people will add a television in that area so you can watch TV. I've actually seen some really cool units that would have the TV to show down low if you're down at the sun deck, or up high, which is kind of cool. Love the doors you walk out to go around the side of the boat. Here we are walking up the port side. And you've got great walk around on this boat. And I know I mentioned the new sun pads up here, so just a great place if you got sunset and you want to watch up here. You've got a great place with some cup holders. We talked about the Mantis anchor. Great setup for anchoring out and enjoying the sights and sounds on the loop, right? So just such a nice a nice place, and to be up here on the bow as well, just giving you other entertainment areas. So it's a 55-pound Mantis. It's got 300 feet of chain anchor rode with a Mantis swivel, and you've got a light weather and a heavy weather anchor bridle that come with this boat. And there's also a secondary 45-pound anchor that could be used for an emergency or as a stern anchor if needed. So just the boat's set up and ready to go cruising. You know, when you start adding up these extras and these nice to haves, it's great to buy a boat that's been on the loop, that's done the loop. Because if you try to take a boat that maybe hasn't done the loop and you get it ready for the loop, and you've got to add a davit system and a tender and anchors and all these things, they add a lot of cost. So I really encourage somebody to work with a broker if you're wanting to do the loop that's done the loop, that's been there. I had the opportunity to loop in 2020. All the brokers at Great Loop Yacht Sales have experience and have completed the loop. All of us are gold loopers. Many of them have many more loops than I do as well. But, you know, I think that's important. So if you are going to do the loop, it's great to talk to somebody that can kind of help you and know what you need, what you don't need for the loop, and talk to you about some of those things. But, all right, so we walked up the starboard side, a little shadow today, but really a well laid out boat. These are just a really great boat to do the loop. It really is. It's a great cruising couple boat. Love the engine package on these. Again, these hard kind of plexiglass doors back here are really nice as well. Great little sitting area. So, all right, let's jump inside and take a look down below in the salon. And I absolutely am in love with this flooring here. As the lighting changes on the camera, you'll see that, but the teak and holly flooring is just done so nicely. Love the Meridian layout inside here. Now this is all pretty much the same as a 408 now that we're inside, but you've got the lower and the upper windows, right? By doing this, Meridian creates a full beam salon, so you're going edge to edge with the space that you have in here, which is really awesome. But because of those upper windows, right when we have those walkways, those still really nice walkways, we're actually in those upper windows. So whether you're sitting or standing, you've got terrific views out this boat. And by bumping those walkways up, it gives us so much space here. Got a huge, I think it's a 42 or 43 inch flat screen TV, sound bar, our electrical panels over here. There's some storage behind the TV as well. This boat has meticulous records, as you can see there as well. And the owners are just phenomenal people that want to see this boat go to a great home. And they're really setting the next person up that buys this boat for success with the way that it's not only been maintained, but the way it's going to come equipped to the new owner. On these sofas, we've got a pull-out bed to one side, these two opposing, and that's going to be on the port side of the boat. The kitchen, the sink's got a dehumidifier in it, so I ask you to look past that, but we've got electric two-burner stove there, microwave, convection oven. The sink is huge, and I just love the light that comes into this area from all these windows. It's just such a nice place to be. That's a high-low table, so you can pull that up and down. Nice refrig. There's great storage solutions in this galley too, with some under the flooring storage. We also have a washer and dryer aboard this boat. Here we are looking at our forward VIP stateroom, which is just very nice. The head doubles as a day head up here and forward. Got two cabinets on both sides, cedar lined as well for extra storage. There's a little flat screen television over there on that port side as well. But you do have access through to the head through this door. That kind of makes it an ensuite. And then there's also a door to the right that makes it more of a day head. Got a separate stand-up shower in there. Vacuum flush toilets, just really, really nice. Under the stairs here, as we go forward, you can lift this piece up, and that is where the washer and dryer hang out. And it's more of it's a little bit of a utility room because there's a little bit of storage down there as well. Let's see if I can sneak in here real quick and show you that washer and dryer. This is a newer washer dryer, so not only are the floors beautiful, but the carpet has also been replaced in the boat. It just looks really nice. And then we've got a newer washer and dryer and some of that storage space as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying the tour. If you like tours like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel. Tell me in the comments how I can, any questions you may have or how I might be able to assist on future videos. I really do enjoy putting these together, and I appreciate everybody that watches them. So as we're heading back towards the aft of the boat, we're going to go down to the owner's stateroom. Again, all the flooring, the carpet, just super nice. Love this center line queen bed. Of course, we talked about my favorite doors there that we can view what's going on behind the boat, which I love. But this centerline queen is very nice. You can walk around both sides, and everybody gets a little bit of a coffee, not a coffee table, but an end table, charge your cell phone on, etc. So this is the hidden closet in the Meridian 408 and 459s. Don't miss this if you ever go look at the boat. You got to open the door. But this is a massive storage space, kind of a double closet hidden in this room. But I just think that Meridian is just, their layouts are great. It's very smart. It makes it a wonderful long-term cruising boat. And, the ability to walk around both sides of the bed. It's just comfortable. And, of course, you've got that view. I love it. I love it. Even today, even doing this video, what a view we have. Screened-in door, too. And so, obviously, lots of airflow if you are out at anchor. And then, of course, you guys have probably been on cruises, but kind of Meridian brought that kind of cruise ship experience into this boat with the way they set up the head over here in the shower. So in the center here, we've got a vanity sink. There is storage behind that mirror too, like a medicine cabinet. Over here to the stern, we have got our toilet area, which is separate, which is nice. So if somebody's using the restroom, somebody else could be putting on makeup, or possibly if somebody's in the shower, the other person could be brushing their teeth or what have you. So just a nice setup. You kind of come in from boating all day. Everybody wants to get cleaned up and maybe grab dinner or whatever it is. I think this just works well for doing that. So it's one of my favorite features, and kind of on the setup for the Meridian 459. But just a great owner stateroom. It's got everything you need, plenty of storage, and so just a terrific opportunity there. So couple things though. Let's see, the helm seat was updated in 2021. You've got the bow and stern thrusters with the joysticks, all the upholstery. I said 2023 earlier. That's going to be 2021 when the upholstery was updated. Let's see, bow cushions were updated in 2022. We talked about the anchor. Just trying to think of anything else. It's the 7610 Garmin, if you're interested in that. AIS 600, GMR 18X HD radar, and that's on the hinged radar mast, right? Autopilot, trim tabs, multifunction display. You've got an aft video camera as well, VHF, spare port and starboard propellers. There's a spare davit winch, and you've got Starlink as well equipped on the boat. So here we are looking at these beautiful Cummins engines in the engine room. Super clean engine room. Probably one of the cleanest engine rooms I've been in 2025. We've got nice shaft seals. Everything's well cared for. We've got good maintenance records. So the blocks on this boat were replaced with 1,300 hours on the boat, and so that was a complete rebuild at 1,300 hours. The boat currently has just over 3,000 hours on it, and so 1,900 hours since that major rebuild, but they're running great, and have just completed, a significant journey. But you just have access to everything. And again, on the 459 versus the 408, the 408 would have the generator in this same engine room, right? But with the 459, you don't. Love the dual Raycor fuel filters, and they also have vacuum gauges installed, which is just really nice. So if you keep an eye on those, you'll know if your fuel filter might be getting clogged up. Of course, here we are back in the aft cockpit, and this is where that generator is. Lots of storage here. You also have access to the stern thruster and stern thruster battery back here. Sorry, my feet are in the video, but guys, this is a great boat. Jolly Roger 2. Brent Bowlin with Great Loop Yacht Sales would love to get you aboard, show you the boat in person. Easy to show, great location, great boat, ready to do the loop or take you cruising back to the Bahamas. And here is that hinged radar arch. I know I wanted to show you that. Thank you for watching the video. Reach out today with anything I might be able to help you with as far as getting you aboard Jolly Roger 2. The listing link is in the description of the video, as well as pricing information. Look forward to talking to you all soon. Take care.